Hey guys, so I'd like to talk about a couple of unusual things you can use for container planting for putting together like miniatures and such like. Um, and a lot of these here are going to be steel. So steel is a really cool material to use in the garden. Really has a nice kind of earthy color, and it's very, very heavy, very rugged. And I really enjoy using it, and I've got a number of planters that I've had for 10 plus years. They're slowly rusting, and they look beautiful. It's great for needle evergreens and hostas, things like that. Something with a good bright foliage color. And this particular piece is actually a blade from a snowplow. Found it around the shop here a couple years ago, and been seeing what I could do with it. And last summer I put this together with a couple of rocks. So in my head I'm making kind of like a little mountain scene right here, and it's designed to be viewed from that side, the side you're seeing it there. And I got a mixture of small conifers and some miniature hostas, some sedums, a really pretty little arborvitae, and a weeping creeping golden juniper. Um, most of my planters have something special. There's 2 or 3 special things in here. This little dogwood here is a gift from a friend. This is a variegated pagoda dogwood. This is the American type, the Cornus alternifolia, variegated one. And this is actually a sport of an arborvitae. And here next to us in the park, there's an old eastern cedar, the Thea occidentalis, with a little bun-shaped growth on the side of the trunk, and we've propagated that. So I put one of those in here, and that's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that one grow. And then I've got a miniature hemlock. I had 2, but the last winter killed this little guy, so I gotta take him out. But this is a nice place to display some really, really small things that would otherwise get lost in the landscape. So you can put these up, put them with other things, make a little scene, kind of like what you do with rail gardens. You have you really highlight the small things and kind of bring it down to scale. And then 2 things in here that are full size. Well, this is full size too. The dogwood would be. This will last for a couple of years. But my little curly hinoki is going to be maybe a 2-year lifespan. And this is another special thing. This is a variegated arborvitae called Piccadilly, and that's a young cutting. The plant will get huge, but it'll grow here fine for at least a season or 2, and I'll just change it up and keep it going. So this is a fun little thing we put in the shade. It's hanging here most of the summer from spring through late fall, and it gets hit with the sprinklers, and it's been doing very, very well. So pretty easily done at home too. Just make sure you have somewhere that's got a little bit of shelter, or this will dry out quite rapidly. So next up, we've got a couple with other steel containers I'll be showing you with some conifers, and we'll see what's going on there. All right, so this next container here is a small small square pot I've had made a number of years back. It's pretty heavy steel. This pot is about 5 or 6 years old and looks almost like it did when it was brand new. And I have a little dwarf white pine and some creeping sedum and another volunteer over here. I forget what that one's called. We also have some red clover in here as well. And this is a very, very hardy combination. So I've had this out in the weather for probably 4 years since it's been put together. This is one that I don't put away. The hanging one we just talked about, that one there gets put away for the winter time. It would really freeze out if I left it out. But this guy is hardy to at least zone 4, so we're talking 30 or 40 degrees below 0. And it's it came through this past winter without any problems. Plenty of nice little buds coming out. And this sedum is also extremely hardy. So it's actually been sitting here out in the open, unprotected, yeah, for over a year. And we've had a pretty harsh winter for our standards here in Pennsylvania this past winter, and it's doing great. So, but again, this heavy steel and with these needles, that's just a great combination. And this pot, just maybe watering once a week on here, this will be doing good for quite a long time. You want to make sure you pick dwarf, slow growing materials for your containers. And this little pine, I believe this here is horseford, if I'm not mistaken. This only grows about 2 inches a year, maybe an inch or two per year. So very cool. And next up, we've got a trough with some maples in, and I'll talk a little bit about that. All right, so wrapping up here, we got one more cool container to talk about. This is a feed trough that I've repurposed, and I've got a couple of Japanese maples in here. This is kind of the opposite of what I've been talking about before as far as plant choices. This one will last maybe 3 years till I have to take it apart, but I'm planning on pruning it a good bit while it's in here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to shape it exactly. I've got some time. Maybe this summer we'll give it some pruning. But I've got a much more minimal kind of thing going on here. So we have the gravel. We have a very small white Stachys minima. I think, no, not minima. This is it's a white flowered type. So that'll be spreading through the bottom here among the stones. And we have these 2 maples, which I'm going to be pruning into some artful shape is my intention. And I wanted to keep my palette a little smaller here. My tendency is to crowd things in, get a lot of color in there, get a lot going on. But this just has 3 ingredients: the little small perennials, the stone, and the trees. So this is a really nice kind of 3 to 4 season planter, though. If you have this on a patio, you can enjoy the branch structure through the wintertime, and then your spring leaf color, summer bloom, and then good fall color on here too. So maples are really good for their fall interests. So keep that in mind when you're designing a container. And I always figure something like this here is going to last me about 3 seasons, and I've got to start over. So either you keep on pruning, which you can do forever if you're going for the whole bonsai look, or if you're looking to keep it more natural and let it grow taller. So there's all different ways to do it, but this is a much easier to maintain planter than the first one we looked at with that large steel blade, but still very cool. This has got a painted finish, so no natural rust, but very clean look. So yeah, these can be found. These troughs are fairly easy to find at antique shops, stuff like that. Just put a hole in it so that it drains, and you can plant away. So just use your imagination. Anything's possible. So, all right, guys, we'll see you around next time. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. To see more of our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can see when new videos get uploaded. And we'll see you again soon.